It's Dan. Welcome back to the Premier League prediction video and game week 27 of it. Yes, boys, we are back with game week 27 and another guest by the name of Footy King, aka Jack.
Yes, guys, how's it all going? It's Footy King back on Dan's channel. Been a while since I've been on, actually, but it's an absolute pleasure, as always, to be invited back on Dan's channel. This is maybe my 5th or 6th time. I've been doing the predictions maybe for Dan for a couple of years now. Always love being invited to go on. So, yeah, without further ado, big thanks to Dan for getting me on, and let's jump in.
Thank you, man. Now we're starting off with our first game, which is Brentford versus Chelsea. Now, I'm going to go off the basis of the last Premier League game. Chelsea didn't play, neither did Brentford play. In the last meeting, though, of the Premier League, Brentford had Man City, and they lost them. No, they drew. They got a point against Man City. Did they? No, they drew. And Chelsea played against Man City and drew. So both the teams have played against Man City in the last couple of weeks. But Brentford, Chelsea you'd expect to win. But Chelsea are up and down here. They gave it a good go in 90 minutes against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. But today they're playing against a Chelsea a Brentford team who are good, but I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
And for Chelsea on the Saturday first game, Chelsea struggling this season, man. They're having mixed results. They give a good fight in the 90 minutes in the Carabao Cup final. Obviously, extra time is a different story. They didn't show up in that. Liverpool went and won the trophy. So coming off the big disappointment of that, I feel like Chelsea are going to drop more points in the league, man. I'm going to say this is going to be a draw. I'm going to go 1-1 between Brentford and Chelsea. We know how, Chelsea could literally be anything against Brentford at the weekend. They could put in a good performance and win comfortably. Brentford could beat them, or what I think will happen, it could be a draw, whereby Chelsea just don't hit the heights they want to in this game and they drop points. So yeah, I feel like more drop points for Chelsea on the way. 1-1 Brentford Chelsea. Everton.
Now we move to Everton versus West Ham. Now, Everton have just come off the back of their point is that's not they had. They have had that upgraded. They had got the 10. They got 6 points back. They're 4 points worse off, pretty much. But a win and a draw that will soon be rectified. But West Ham, they've been turning on David Moyes in the recent past. They've been turning on Mr. Moyes recently, and West Ham are not that good at the moment. They are good though, but they did play against Brentford and they did beat them and they did play midweek as well, and they did win in midweek, and they have been playing some games recently and they have been good. I'm gonna go West Ham. I'm gonna go Everton 0, West Ham 3. Can Bowen, can Paqueta get back amongst the West Ham goals again? I'm going to go to Jack. What are you saying in this game?
West Ham. Now, obviously, Everton coming off the back of a little bit of a bounce, if you want to say, because obviously they've got their 10-point reduction early in the season has been put down to 6 points now. So that's basically a 4-point improvement. They've got that. They basically had a boost to 4 points, right? So it's another win and another draw added to their tally for the league this season. So they play West Ham at home on Saturday. West Ham coming off the win, obviously 4-2 against Brentford themselves, so they'll be confident. Obviously a lot of West Ham fans calling for Moyes' head. I think that'll die down a little bit now because of that win at Brentford, and especially if they beat Everton, which I think they will. I'm going to go with Everton 1, West Ham 2.
Now we move to Fulham versus Brighton. Now, Brighton and Hove Albion had had Everton, and they managed to get a draw. Everton got a draw against them, or Brighton got a draw, and Fulham played against Manchester United and won against Manchester United. We'll get on to Manchester United and the big one later on today. But I'm going to say this game could be a 2-2 draw again between Fulham and Brighton. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Fulham, Brighton then, keep this short and simple. Fulham, obviously, after beating Manchester United last week, my team, Dan's team as well. I think Fulham are going to win again. Brighton are having an injury hit season, but the news is Matoma might be out for the rest of the season as well at Brighton. They're having injuries this season. They're not quite hitting the heights that they have in previous seasons. Obviously, they're still in Europe as well. They've that to worry about. I think Fulham will win this one. I'm going to go 2-1 Fulham.
And we move to Newcastle versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, Wolves, as we know, are a very good footballing team. They did beat Spurs last time out, which was a big shock, and they did beat Sheffield United as well. And anything can happen with it. But Newcastle team who are through in the FA Cup, and I'm going to say that it's going to be Newcastle 2, Wolves 1. It will go down to the absolute wire. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
So Wolves, I'll keep this one short as well. I'm going to go a draw. Wolves are, I think they won the other night. They're in 8th place in the league right now. They're having a decent season, man. Last season Wolves were thereabouts down near the relegation zone. They're fighting for that European spot. I think this game will be a draw. I'm going to go 2-2 between Newcastle and Wolves. I expect goals in this game. Wolves are scoring a little bit more now. Used to be Wolves were never known for scoring goals. They're starting to, fire a little bit more now and score a few more goals. So, yeah, I'm going to go 2-2 between Newcastle and Wolves. Forest.
Now we move to Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. Now, Liverpool won the EFL Cup final. As a Man United fan, that hurts to say that, but they deserve, and they did progress in the FA Cup with basically pretty much kids out there, because half their team that they were literal kids because their main team is pretty much injured as it is. Like sort of Gavin Burke injured, Joe, like I mentioned, and they're also injured. And I do think Forest have a chance. Forest to play against Man United. They haven't gone and seen the live action from Thursday, but would have been Friday. But Wednesday would have been Thursday because it went up at midnight. I know, and I'm gonna say it will be Nottingham. It will be Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 2. They'll get behind them. Can they pinch it? Probably not. Liverpool will put their place top. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Liverpool, I'll keep this one short and sweet again. Liverpool, they're just unbelievable this season. They're going to come into the game confident. Of course they are. And as I just previously mentioned, they've just come off the back of winning a trophy, so Carabao Cup. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a comfortable 3-1 win to Liverpool in this one. Tottenham.
Now we move to Tottenham Hotspur versus Crystal Palace. Now, in Olivia Glyn's first game, they did beat Everton comfortably. They did beat Everton very, very comfortably indeed. And I'm going to say that it will be Spurs have been in indifferent form recently, and I'm going to go Tottenham Hotspur 2, Crystal Palace 2. It will be a score draw. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Palace, Tottenham win for me. I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham. Palace, I think they'll be alright relegation-wise. They're not going to go down this season, but I don't see them. Yeah, they're going to be. It's like a Palace season. It's a mid-table season I think they'll have. But I don't see them causing any problems for Tottenham. So I'm going to go with a clean sheet, 2-0 win for Tottenham in this one.
Now we move to the tea time game on the Saturday, which is at Kenilworth Road for Luton versus Aston Villa. Now, Luton played again. They had that. They played over midweek because of the Carabao Cup one, and they got beaten by they'll be refreshed, but Villa are in very good form at the moment. But as we know, Kenilworth Road is a place for teams to be scared about because it is a fortress now. Luton now need points, because they're now 4 points off of 4 points from safety after Everton getting that point added, points deducted, whatever. How do you rather even say it? So I'm going to go Luton Town 2, Aston Villa 1. Can Luton pinch it? They probably can, but it's at Kenilworth Road. It's at the Garden Centre, as people call it. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
5:30 on the Saturday, Luton, Aston Villa. For this one, boys, Aston Villa win, man. I mean, Luton at home, they give a game. I think they deserve that. They deserve the credit for that because they very rarely, I think I seen a stat on Twitter the other day, they very rarely, Luton's not a team you go and smack, City even earlier in the season, they only beat them 1-0. Liverpool drew there, 1-1, I think it was. I mean, they don't get smacked, right? They do not. United's game, we have to grind against everyone this year because of how bad we're playing anyway, but we only won 2-1 there. So, yeah. So this one, I'm still going to go on Aston Villa win. I'm going to go 2-1 to Aston Villa, but as I say, Aston Villa will know they'll be in a game with that one. Burnley Bournemouth.
And we move on to Sunday and the game which is between Burnley and Bournemouth. What are we gonna say about this game? Two teams, Bournemouth should have won this game by 4-0. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Bournemouth then, first game on the Super Sunday, 1 o'clock kickoff. I'm going to go with a Bournemouth win. Burnley obviously struggling this season. They're one of the teams that I think most people think, and I think as well, that they'll go down. They're in big trouble relegation-wise this year. Need to pick up points and fast, but I don't think they'll pick up any this weekend, man. It's going to be 1-0 to Bournemouth in this one.
Now we move to the big one. Manchester City versus Manchester United on Sunday. The Manchester Derby. Now, Manchester United on the whole have not been good. We scraped past Nottingham Forest on Wednesday in the FA Cup, and we lost to Forest, and we lost to Fulham on the weekend as well. So honestly, I can't see us winning this. Honestly, I cannot see us. I would take a draw, but with no Højlund, with no Maguire, with no Shaw, we are struggling for players at the moment right now. We have got hardly no players fit. We've got 8 players. Yes, 8 players on that injury list who are currently unavailable due to injury. Oh, and hopefully we can have some of them back at least soon. Casemiro, I mean, I'm going to say, my head's saying one thing, my heart's another. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man City win. If Man City get the first goal, I think it's over. But if we can get the first goal, it could be a whole different ball game. But if we played against Nottingham Forest, would get blown away by them. And Jack, what are you saying as the fellow Man supporter?
We come to the big game, the Manchester Derby, 3:30 kickoff on Sunday. This is going to be interesting. What do we say? What do I say? What does Dan say as a United fan? What do we think going into a game like this? I mean, City are firing on all fronts. There's serious danger. They may win, another treble. The back trebles, I don't even want to think about that. But in this game, first of all, get my score prediction out of the way. I'm going to say it's going to be 2-1 to Man City. If we can get a point, it'd be amazing. It'd be an amazing point for Manchester United if we can get a point there. It's at the Etihad as well. Yeah, I just don't see. I mean, the way we approach the game, it's obviously going to be. It'll be a bit like Chelsea a few weeks ago, where and Chelsea obviously got the opening goal. If we don't get the opening goal in this game, if there is going to be goals in it, we're in big problems. If City go ahead, Etihad, it's game over in my opinion. But Chelsea that went there a few weeks ago got Chelsea went there. I think it was Chelsea either went there or were at home. I can't remember the game, but it was finished 1-1. And Chelsea got the opening goal, so that gave them something to defend. They defended reasonably well, and City obviously got a late goal and drew 1-1. But yeah, if we can get the first goal in this game and have something to hold on to, it'd be an amazing. It would be amazing. But as I said, the first goal is crucial. It really is, because if City get it, it's pretty much match 1 for them. I'd take a 0-0 draw, a bore fest. I really would. We can't go toe-to-toe Man City. We know that. Not many teams in the league can, other than really Arsenal and Liverpool. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to go 2-1 to City. Reluctantly. I don't want to say that, but, we've got to be realistic. And the way we're playing right now, we're grinding results at the best of times. So, yeah, if we can't beat Fulham, how the fuck are we going to beat Man City? The thing is with us though, we could turn up. I doubt it without Hoyland. We're missing key players right now: Shaw, Hoyland, Martinez, etc. But say we do turn up on Sunday, even our best, City are amazing. So there's no guarantee we'll even get anything, even if we did turn up at our best, because City are just they're an absolute machine of a team. But as I say, 2-1 City for me in this one, reluctantly. Come on, United, let's get at least a point, boys, on the weekend. Come on. But yeah, I'm going 2-1 City in this one. That's my honest prediction. Arsenal then.
And we move on to Monday's game, and Sheffield United versus Arsenal. Is there much point in this game? Arsenal have been in some brilliant run in the Premier League, putting a lot past Newcastle, putting a lot past other teams. I'm going to go 5-0 to Arsenal. And Jack, what are you saying in this game?
Play Sheffield United. Simple enough one. This one. This is the Monday Night Football 8 o'clock kickoff on Monday nights. Arsenal win. Sheffield United are down there at the bottom of the league. Sheffield United are obviously down in the relegation zone, bottom of the league. I don't see them having any problem. I mean, they're home. But yeah, I think Arsenal will win this one comfortably. I'm going to go 3-0 to Arsenal in this one. Big thanks to Dan for getting me on the predictions. Always a pleasure. As I say, don't forget to smash a like on this video. Subscribe if you have. I've shared this on my channel, so if you've come over from my channel to Dan's channel, go and drop him a sub, boys. There's a lot of football content, and the prediction show is every single week as well for Premier League predictions. So get involved. Smash the sub on his channel. Smash that like button for him. And as I say, Dan, pleasure as always to be back on your channel, mate. Appreciate you getting me back on. And yeah, I'll see all you boys soon. Peace out.
And that will bring game week 27 to an end. Boys, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you lot in the next instalment of the Champions League second leg, first round again now, and the Europa League proper starting back up again now with all the teams back. Will be out on Wednesday. Yeah, so stay tuned, and I will see you lot on Monday for the Champions League. Peace.